Hello, welcome back to the garden. I'm so pleased to be bringing you along today when I plant my winter potatoes. So as you can see, I'm just at home in a small area between my woodland garden up there and where my greenhouse is down, kind of where my garden and my patio is. And it's probably, you can see from just over there, it's a really bright and hot day in August today. So having this little area is really, really nice to be able to work in when it's just so hot. But today, really exciting part of the year. We're still in midsummer, but we're starting to think about the autumn and the winter. And one of my most favourite things to do at this time of year is to actually plant my winter harvesting potatoes. If you're a seasoned gardener, you already know that generally potatoes will get planted out in the spring and at a time when there's no risk of frost because a potato isn't frost hardy. If you're new to gardening, now you know that that is when you would usually do it. But you can get a sneaky extra little crop in when you plant them at this time of year. And that will mean that you can start harvesting them around kind of about 3 months time from now in the winter when nothing else is growing. But because a potato isn't frost hardy, you need to make sure that the potatoes, once they start growing, you take them into a greenhouse or a polytunnel. Now for me, at the moment, my greenhouse and my polytunnel are full of other crops that have still got plenty of time to go. So I will probably leave them to start growing outside and then move them into the greenhouse towards the end of September, and especially when the temperatures start getting a little bit lower. A couple of years ago, I actually attempted to grow winter potatoes outside without using a greenhouse or a polytunnel because at that time I didn't have one. And if you don't have one, I'd definitely say give it a go. But what I found was that the potatoes that got planted did grow, but they died off pretty early. I think maybe they got blight or something. And when it actually came to harvesting them on Christmas Eve, when I had promised everyone that I would be bringing the potatoes to the dinner, I only got a really small harvest. So we live and learn, and because I have access to my polytunnel and my greenhouse, I'm definitely going to be growing them in there this year. Although I'm telling you that it's such a good idea to grow them under cover and growing them outside gives a kind of poor yield, I just want to let you know that I've already planted some outside about a month ago and they are growing. So even though I know it's probably not going to be a very good harvest, I'm still giving it a go. So if you don't have anywhere under cover, then give it a go if you've got the spare potatoes. But because I've mentioned that I'm going to be growing them outside for a while and then moving them inside, I am going to be planting them in these 35-litre potato buckets today. These are so handy. I'll put a link down below in the description in case you've not seen these before, because they are really worth having if you've got a little bit of spare money, because you can just move them around. And they are dedicated potato buckets, so they have really big holes at the bottom which will let a lot of drainage, so the potatoes aren't going to be kind of saturated with water in there, and they are quite easy with really big thick handles, so you can carry them around. Okay, so definitely worth a go, and that's what I'm going to be using to plant the potatoes today. Now we get on to talking about the varieties of potatoes that are good for growing over winter. And if you pop into any garden centre right now in the UK, you will be bombarded with Christmas sowing potatoes, and they're not special in any way. They are just varieties of potatoes that grow quicker than other varieties, so generally somewhere like a first early or a second early, where they mature in anywhere from kind of 12 to 16 weeks, okay, rather than a main crop potato which takes about 28 weeks. So that would take you all the way into February, and by then your plants would have completely died because that is midwinter here in the UK. So generally you can go to a garden centre and pick some up now, but for me that is about a 30-mile round trip, and I don't really want to go out and spend the time going to a garden centre. So I'm going to be sowing ones that I've already got here saved. Okay, so I was hoping today to be sowing these ones here, which are Rocket. These actually are ones that I harvested back when I harvested my shady potatoes the other day. But as you can see, they're so fresh, they haven't got any signs of wanting to grow any shoots anytime now. So I'm going to be holding these ones back for actually planting really early in maybe kind of late February in the greenhouse. So I then have two other varieties of potatoes. So we've got a variety here, which I actually can't remember the variety because they are a shop bought variety. Okay, so there you go. But this one actually is a main crop. So even though I've just told you don't grow main crop, I've got some main crop ones that, as you can see, are very sprouty and showing signs that they want to grow. So I am going to grow these, but I can't remember what the variety is because when I put these on the windowsill about a month ago or so, I didn't write them down. I thought I'd remember. And then the other variety are these ones here, which are, I believe, if I remember rightly, these are either Pentland Javelin or Maris Piper, okay? And they are both second early potatoes, so they are better for growing for your winter potatoes. So I've got 6 of those, and they will be going into the ground. So, you know, I've already just said to you that you're best off growing ones that you get from the shops. And I'm not going to be doing that because I can't. And as a gardener, we can't always have the best of everything, and these will grow and we will get harvest. So for me, I'm going to go with what I've got to hand right now. But if I've been a little bit more organised, you can actually go and buy them online, probably around about kind of 6 weeks ago or something like that. But I didn't do that. So these are going to be the ones that we're going to be sowing today. The compost that I'm going to be using today is a mix of 50 litres of peat-free compost, about 20 litres of worm castings fresh from my wormery, and then about 25 litres of topsoil. So hopefully that is going to give a really good amount of nutrients to those potatoes. So I don't really need to worry about feeding them throughout their growth. I can just pretty much plant them today, keep an eye on them, make sure they're watered, and then we can just hope for the best and then come later into the winter and harvest some beautiful potatoes. Because I've only got 3 tubs spare that I'm going to be growing my potatoes in, what I think I'll do is do 2 pots of the second early variety and then 1 pot of the main crop. Now, as I mentioned, these are shop bought potatoes, and that does mean that you run the risk of actually having sprayed potatoes, which could prohibit them from actually growing and things like that. And I definitely have had that happen in the past. So if you are able to get to a garden centre or something like that, then it's definitely worth a go. But yeah, if you're like me and it's a massive kind of effort and quite far to go, I'd probably say this is absolutely fine. So the first potatoes in are those second earlies, and I'm just going to put 3 in together like that. Right, I think I'm going to leave it here with this pot now because I have 2 more that I need to fill, and I don't want to run out of compost if I can help it. I'm not too worried that these have been sprayed because they are already starting to show a little bit of life on there. But if you're somebody that always buys organic potatoes from the supermarket, you'll probably find that they'll be absolutely fine and they'll grow really nicely. And now we're on to our last pot now, which is going to be for those main crop potatoes. I haven't actually got any labels up here with me, so I'll have to make sure that I keep the 2 second earlies together and the main crop separate, so that's how I can remember which one's which. And there we go. Takes less than 10 minutes, and we're hopefully going to be getting some lovely harvests later in the year. So there you go, that is how easy it is to plant your winter harvesting potatoes. Have you already planted yours? I would love to hear. Growing winter potatoes is kind of the only crop that I try and be able to harvest for my Christmas dinner table. So let me know if you actually have planted other vegetables that you're going to be harvesting on either kind of Christmas Eve or Christmas morning. On Christmas morning, I'm nowhere near the garden, though, I can tell you that now. But with these, what I'm going to be doing is just taking them now straight down to my patio, and I'll be letting them grow on there for, like I said, the rest of maybe the month towards the end of September. But as soon as my tomatoes are out in the greenhouse, they will be going straight in there so they can carry on growing. Thank you so much for watching, and especially to you, because you are still watching this video now, and that means so much to me. Please though, if you could hit that like button, that would really help the algorithm and help me get seen by other people. So that'd be amazing. But thank you so much. And if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of all of my latest videos. As ever, YouTube have some videos up now on the screen that they think you'll like, so please go ahead and watch those, and I'll catch up with you in the next episode. Bye.